Hello planner friends, welcome back to Lakeisha Loves to Plant. Today y'all, I'm sharing my spring tablescape to give you some ideas. I want my theme and my whole kitchen to be a girly spring, so I'm going to be using spring colors with a lot of pink. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please like, subscribe, and click that notification bell, girl. All right, so let's get started with my spring tablescape. I am uber excited, y'all, about my curtains from Amazon. They're so gorgeous and they just say spring, all of the florals. This is really my focal point and really the inspiration for the girly theme today. So now I'm going to start with a blank slate. This is my kitchen table. It's where we always eat dinner. And so I'm going to start off with this beautiful table runner I got from TJ Maxx, and it matched the curtains perfectly, and I love the bunny and eggs on here. So I'm going to add this to the table right now and smooth it out. I wanted to iron it, but my schedule, I didn't have time to iron it, but I'm just going to try to use my hands as best as possible to smooth it out and get it ready for the centerpiece. So comment below if you are thinking about your spring decor. How are you decorating your kitchen? I have been watching a lot of videos and seeing people are doing it all kinds of ways, and I would love for you to share with me. So the focal point of this centerpiece is going to be this beautiful bench. It is really a planter. You're supposed to put plants on it, but I say, you know what? I'm going to use this differently today. I'm going to make this a centerpiece on my table, and I'm going to put something other than plants on top of it. So I'm going to sit it here facing diagonally, because people, when they walk into the kitchen, I want them to see this immediately when they come in and sit down. So I'm going to put this in the middle, and then I'm going to add some things on top. The first thing I'm going to add to the top of this bench is this glass container. Y'all, you can't go wrong with glass containers. You can always fill them with things to match your decor, and it's a really simple and budget friendly way to decorate. So I'm going to place this glass right here on the bench, and then I'm going to add some cute little marshmallows. These are called bunny marshmallows, and they have these at TJ Maxx as well. They're marshmallows shaped like bunnies. We're not going to eat these. They're just going to be for decor only, but I wanted them to match the theme and I wanted it to look fresh, so that's why I added the candy. So I always like to add some sort of food to my kitchen decor because I like that cozy kitchen feel. And I also junk journal, so I'm going to be using this in my junk journal. I'm just going to stick it in because it's very sticky already. I am starting to junk journal on this channel, so let me know if you want to see more of those videos. But now I'm going to take these beautiful bunny marshmallows and I'm going to pack them down with my hands because, like I said, nobody's eating these. They're just decor. So I'm moving them around and making sure the bunnies are seen outside of the glass because I want people to know that these are bunny shaped. So I'm just taking a few of them and positioning them. But yeah, that's all I'm going to do. Real simple, real easy, but a great impact. And so I'm going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to add right here just a little egg. And I don't know what you call this egg, Fabergé or just glam, I don't know, but this is the gorgeous egg that I got from Ross last year. So I'm just going to sit it right next to here so we can have our rabbits and our eggs covered for Easter for the spring decor. And I'm just going to flip it to make sure the flowers are showing because, like I said, the curtains are the focal point here. Next, I have these two faux books here that says Bunny Trail. How cute. And then I'm going to add some gorgeous golden bunnies. I got these bunnies, I believe, for $2 a piece last year, and they're very tiny. I used them in my tablescape last year. I'll link below my video from last year so you can see how I used them on the table last year. But this year I'm going to use them differently. I'm going to have them be part of the centerpiece, and I'm going to put them on top of the Bunny Trail books, and then later on I'm going to be adding some foliage here to make it more natural, as if the bunnies are in the forest, because I want these bunnies to have a good time on my table, you know what I'm saying? So here is the look so far. I like it so far, but I do want to add. So I have these tapestry candles that I got from Target with that gorgeous bottom part. I love that pink there. So I want to add this to either side of the planter here. So it can sort of frame it, and we can all know that this is definitely the center of the table. And I don't use tapestry candles too often, but I don't know, I'm just now getting into them. Have you ever done that? Like, not like something at first and then started to like it? I know I have. So I also picked up this beautiful Easter basket from the children's section in TJ Maxx, and then I have these tulips I got for $1 from Target Dollar Spot, and I want to put these in the basket as if I went outside to my orchard garden and pulled out these tulips. They are so pretty and so gorgeous, and I thought they'll look just right in this basket. And I wanted to get a basket for the table. I do use a lot of baskets in my Easter decor. You'll see that when I finish the rest of the kitchen that I'm using another basket. So I really enjoy the different types of baskets, and that pink is just perfect to go with the theme here. So as you can see, we're building it up. I'm showing you from the side angle. I do want to add this whimsical bunny in this cupcake. I think it's so cute, and I'm going to add it here. This definitely screams girly to me. So I'm going to add it on this side of the bench, and then we are almost complete. I'm just going to add the foliage at the bottom. So I'm going to use some eucalyptus here and place them under the bench as if the eucalyptus is growing out of the bench for the rabbits to eat and play with. So I'm going to put that around, and this will complete the centerpiece, and I really like how this turned out. Comment below if you like how this centerpiece turned out. So this is how it looks from the angle of someone walking in the kitchen, and it's perfect. Now I'm going to add some chargers. So this is my favorite part, building the place settings. So I'm going to place these chargers, just 4 of them. I have 6 chairs here, but I never do 6 placemats because you know, sometimes people want to sit at the table and not really move any of my decor. So I try to keep the end cap chairs, you know, very light decor wise, and put the heavy ones inside. So I have this pink here, and then I have these turquoise chargers that I've had in my stash for a couple of years already. So I'm going to sit these on top. I believe I got these from Dollar Tree a long time ago, but I'm going to sit these on top like this. And I love the way that now it's coming together. Like, it makes the centerpiece pop, the chargers together. And so after that, I'm going to place some plates down. Sometimes I use 1 plate, sometimes I use 2. So today, y'all, I'm going to use 2 plates. I'm going to use these beautiful pink scallop plates that I got from TJ Maxx a long time ago. I got them on sale. I was really happy to see them. So I'm going to place these on top, and you know, just let them serve as another focal point, because I'm going to put the main plates on top of these. And people always ask me, and they say, Lakeisha, how do you all eat at that table in the kitchen with all that decor? My family is skilled at removing the decor and putting it on the island or in another spot in the kitchen, and then we put it back. So we just move it and put it back. It's easy peasy, and we just leave the centerpiece. So these plates are the center point. Look at the rabbit and the butterflies. Doesn't this look like my curtains, y'all? This goes well with my curtains. So I'm going to take these plates with that scalloped edge orange right there, and I'm going to place them on top, and you'll see the pink peeks out just enough for you to see the pink scallop plates at the bottom as well. So I really like how this is turning out. The bunnies on the plates coordinate also with the bunnies in the runner and the gold bunnies that are on top of the bunny trail stack of books. So yeah, I really like how this turned out. Now I'm moving to those light end cap seats that I told you about. I'm going to put these beautiful bunny plates that I got from TJ Maxx right here on either end, just to coordinate and also blend in with the rest of the decor, and that's it. I'm not putting anything else. I think as the end caps, these plates are so gorgeous all by themselves, but I am going to add some napkins to the other 4 settings. So I have these cute bunny ear napkin rings, and I have these beautiful paper napkins that I got from TJ Maxx, and I love them because they have that gold applique at the bottom, and it's paper, y'all. It's paper. So I want to show you a little trick. I'm going to use 2 napkins per setting. The first one I'm going to lay flat, the second one I'm going to lay on top, so it can look like both sides have the print. And then once I lay this on top, I'm going to scrunch them together to make a place setting with the table, so it looks like it's cloth, but it's really paper. And so I'm going to do this for the rest of the table settings as well, but just a little decor hack. Look how beautiful this turned out with the paper napkins. It looks like a bow, so that bow also goes with the girly theme. So I am in love with this place setting. So let me speed this up and finish the rest of the napkins. So I wanted to show you how these 2 look from the side, and I'm going to do the other side as well. So I'll be done with this in a minute. Now I'm moving on to the cups. I did not get any new cups this year. These came from my stash. I had these from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to add these to sort of the center of the table. Sometimes I put the cups on the side, but this time I want this to be sort of part of the middle of the design. And I also have these picnic basket type napkins that I already had in my stash from my Tablescape last year, but I'm going to put them inside the cups. Nobody's going to use these cups, y'all. It's for decoration. So I want to put these napkins inside the cups so it can look like we are outside on a picnic and we see the rabbits, and it's a nice spring day, and we're eating some good sandwiches and some good iced tea. So once I finish with these, I just have a couple more things to do. So I'm adding the finishing touch to the centerpiece, which is velvet ribbon, and this ribbon has no wire in it because it's supposed to hang. So I'm actually going to tie a little piece of this ribbon to the top of the glass that has the bunny marshmallows in it, and again sticking with the girly theme and making a bow here to give it that soft chic look that I like. And then I'm going to finish off the bow by dovetailing the ends with my scissors, so you'll see me do that here, and then that will be the last touch that I do to the centerpiece. And then I have one more thing I would like to do. We definitely use this table for Easter dinner, and so I like to sometimes put placemats or settings for Easter dinner, so I'm going to do that next. But isn't this cute? That's so adorable. I love that bow. So now I'm going to add these place settings I got from Dollar General a long time ago. I think I got these back in the winter time, and I knew I wanted to use them for spring, so I saved them. And so now I'm just gonna put these on the table and write family names on them for Easter dinner. All right, the last thing I'm going to add are these cherry blossoms, but I'm not going to add them to the table. I'm actually going to add them to the light to give that like cascading foliage feel over the table. And that's why I didn't really put too much foliage on the table, because I know I wanted this to be the focal point. So I'm going to do that next. So I ordered these cherry blossoms from Amazon, and I'm so glad 8 came in the pack, because I really didn't know what I was going to do with these actually. But when I played around with it and saw that this worked, I was like, yes. But if I knew what I was doing, I would probably you know, order more. Maybe instead of 8, order 16 to make it look fuller. But for now, this looks fine. I like it. I like how it's hanging down, and it's giving me the feel that I'm outside on a spring day at a picnic, enjoying myself and enjoying nature. So I really like how this turned out, and I like how it cascades over the table to give it that full effect. So I'm really happy, and I'm going to give you one last whip around of this tablescape, and I'll come back at the end. Alright friends, that is it. I hope you enjoyed my 2026 spring tablescape video. I hope you got some ideas. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about anything I used today. And until next time, I'll see you. I am in the middle of a spring decor series, and I'm still in my kitchen, y'all. I've already done my coffee bar, now my table, and so in the next video I'm gonna do the rest of the kitchen. So I want you to come back in the next video and get inspired for spring. All right everybody, see you in the next video. Bye friends.